Ciao and welcome to another session of the Language Mantra channel. Today this is session 25 of the Basic English course. Actually, I had a plan to discuss present perfect tense today. But while preparing for that, I found that it was necessary to discuss a little bit about forms of verbs. That means a verb may have many forms. Yes, a verb may have many forms. When you look in a dictionary, you will get the base form of the verb. That looks alike, almost like infinitive or root form, and it is used in the first person singular number also. That is the base form. But when you read a story or a newspaper, you will find that the same verb is being used differently and it has different phases. And I am speaking of those phases only today. So a verb may have at least 5 phases. Now see, first to be verb and to have verb. These are the verbs that you come very frequently. And these two verbs are special verbs also. So now come to be verb. This to be form is not to be found in a text frequently. Only once or twice you will find in a phrase. Popular forms are am, is, are. In the present tense, it is am, is and are, singular number. I am, you are, he is, like this. And in plural cases, all are. In the past tense, it is either was or were. If it is a singular number, it is was. If it is plural number, it is were. Now, what past participle form? Past participle is be, been. Be is the root form. Then we have was past tense and been is past participle form. And what is present participle? Be plus ing, that is being. And what is third person singular number form? That is. So we have at least 5, more than 5 here, but normally we get 5 forms. So these are what we call forms of a verb. So a verb has more than one phases. Those phases are forms. Now see, what is present? Present, present tense we have dealt with, we have discussed a lot. So present tense. Past tense, that is also to be discussed. Past tense means that has already happened, took place before. And participle form is normally used when something is shown as complete. Some action is completed. In that case, normally participle form is used. Now, present participle is something is in progress. Continuous tense, for example. I am going. So here we have being. He is being dragged away from the room. He is being dragged. So being means some process of action is in continuation. And third person singular number will be is, as you know. This is all about verb to be. Now come to verb have. It is easier because it has only 2 forms, have and has. But in past tense, have and has both has had, and past participle also had. So have, had, and present participle having. And third person singular number has, we have already discussed here. So have verb has had and had in past and past participle format, and having in the present participle format, and has in the third person singular number. So you see how verbs are changing their phase according to the requirement. And what are the requirement? Requirement may be the person, maybe number, maybe tense. That means as per the requirement of first person, second person, third person, or say singular number, plural number, or say present tense, past tense and future tense, the face of the verb will change. Now let's come to see some other verbs. Here are three sets of verbs. First is drop. Drop, past tense, dropped, past participle, dropped, present participle, dropping, and first third person singular number, drops. D-R-O-P-P-E-D, this is because of consonant in between two vowels. Sometimes it is duplicated. So drop, dropped, dropped, dropping and drops. These are the formats. Now what we do here, we just for past tense and past participle form we use ed, nothing else. Drop is the base form, drop, and then we just add ed, and for some spelling rules a p comes. Okay, forget it now. So dropped means ed is added. Now this is why this is called regular verb. Now regular verb in the past tense and in the past participle form take just ed, nothing else. Ed comes as say a suffix there. Now so this is a regular verb, and then another regular verb, play. Play, played, played, playing, plays. 5 forms. Play, root form or base form, then past tense played, past participle played, present participle playing, and third person singular number plays. So this is regular verb. Come to irregular verb. Irregular verb means there is no standard norm. There is a standard norm, you have added ed. Here things are not like that. You have to change the internal vowels somewhere, and you can add something also, like arise, arose, arisen. Arise, arose, arisen, arising and arises. These two columns are almost same, there is no problem. But here, arise, A-R-I-S-E, I am not speaking arise. These verbs are called strong verb, whereas regular verbs are weak verbs. Irregular verbs are strong verbs. Why? You have seen as man of strong personality, they do not listen to you always. They think themselves and they decide what they would do. So this is the case with strong verbs. They decide how to change for the past tense or past participle format. This is why this is called strong verb. And come to the third set. Third set is interesting because there is no change at all. The base form, the past tense form and past participle forms, they are the same. Cast, cast, cast. Only in the present participle form it is casting and casts in third person singular number. Change is there, but here there is no change. Then put, 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 putting, puts. There are many verbs like this. Another example is set, 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 set. So this is what we call forms of verbs according to the requirement of say person, number and tense. Verb changes its face. And again, some models are there, or model verbs they are called. They do not match the logic of these verbs, because can, could, can has past tense could, but you cannot say he cans or he is canning. No, they do not change. Normally in the present tense can and past tense could. There are a few verbs like that. So can, could, may, might, shall, should, then will, would, must, ought to. These are used only for special users. They know how to use these words to make their expression sophisticated, more polite. That's why they use these forms, model forms. we can take up modals later, but for the time being we should know that modals do not have past participle, do not have present participle form, or it cannot be used in the third person singular number the way normal verbs are used. I can, you can, he can. It is never he cans. You cannot do like that. Okay, so this is all that we have today, and these forms of verbs you should try to remember. There are many verbs, and for that past tense and past participle it is better to memorize some irregular verbs, and whenever you come across regular verb there is not much problem, just add ed, it will be okay for you. So this much today, and we have that same request, please subscribe our channel, like it or dislike it, share with your friends, and finally, if you have any comment, please send them to our comment box so that we can react to that. Okay then, so this much today. Thank you very much. Next time we'll be doing present perfect tense.